Before I explain what I'm about to do, please, I know all of you are going to be so concerned. Just know that this is something that has been talked about with me and my doctor extensively. I understand the risks of it, but at the same time, this is what they call a quality of life issue. Hey everyone, my name is Mandy. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be giving all my subscribers my fall 2022 health update. It's about that time where I'm starting to get a lot of questions because I haven't disappeared off social media, but my presence has been quite scarce lately, and I know a lot of you are asking if I'm okay. So I'm gonna give you guys an update in this video and let you know what's going on. So I have two conditions that are very closely linked, and one kind of fuels the other. And these conditions really affect my life on a massive scale. And it's one of the reasons why I don't drive anymore. I could never work outside of the home even if I wanted to. And my entire life really revolves around managing these two conditions. And just as a disclaimer, because I will be talking about health conditions here, and while I will try to keep it as PG as possible, if you don't want your kids overhearing something like this, because I will be talking about needles and medical procedures, please keep that in mind and maybe put headphones on or watch this during nap time. So the update that I know that everybody's wondering about is the update on my CVS. I'm on year 4 of cyclic vomiting syndrome, or CVS. Like the pharmacy, but it's definitely not the pharmacy. I'm on year 4 right now. This started when I was 34 years old. And I don't really want to talk about what it was that spurred it because it's very emotional for me. There was I had a medical condition that was very jarring to my system, and what was dormant in my system from when I was a baby and toddler basically got reignited. So this condition causes something called abdominal migraines. Did not know that this even existed, okay? But this does. An abdominal migraine is like a head migraine that I have, only it's in my stomach. And I'm talking like right at my belly button in my stomach type of thing. And a little bit higher sometimes. And it's very painful. I'm talking excruciating. I had been in a 6-month abdominal migraine. I'm not kidding, 6 months. Last year around September, it happened. I got an ulcer that spurred it. And I was in an abdominal migraine until January when I saw this brand new doctor. This brand new doctor decided to do a procedure. And I know this is gonna be so controversial. Please just keep your comments to yourself. Like, at this point, it was life-saving for me, and I didn't have a choice. But he injected botox into my stomach. He promised me, he was like, I promise you this is gonna work. We're gonna go do it. I said, okay, let's do it. I don't care anymore. I was at the point where I was like, just make it stop. Just make it stop. So we did the procedure. 2 weeks later, I woke up one day and it was gone. And I mean gone. Not a trace. And I could eat again. I could wear pants again. I could wear jeans. I mean, it was like my life was back. It was like I was normal again. I mean, I still had head migraines, but it was like I was normal again for the first time in over 6 months. So yes, it was life-saving for me. Now, here's the catch with this. It only lasts for 6 months. This procedure, because it is Botox, it wears off. So, here we go again. I had that procedure done in January. It is now the end of September. So guess what? It's lasted 9 months, which is great, almost 10. However, It's coming back. Now, I haven't had a full abdominal migraine. Praise God, he has kept me from that. I am so thankful for that. However, my stomach's real tight. I'm living in leggings again. I'm really nauseous all the time again. Very nauseous. It's almost like, if for those of you who live out on the coast and you know what it's like hurricane season. You see one out there, all the signs are coming, and you're just watching the spaghetti lines. That's exactly what it's like. Like, I know it's coming. I can't tell you when, but I know it's coming. So I'm calling the doctor today, and we're most likely gonna schedule the next treatment. I have chronic migraine. Now, luckily, by the grace of God, I have a wonderful neurologist who I absolutely adore. And she takes my migraines very seriously, and she has helped regulate me where nobody else could my entire life. She has helped so very much. So I'm under great medical care. I have a team of 2 doctors who work together but work independently to manage these 2 conditions that I have. These are both lifelong conditions, and there's really nothing that I can do other than manage the symptoms of it. I cannot get rid of it. There's no cure for either one, unfortunately. Maybe down the road there will be, I don't know. Now, I'm currently tracking my migraines, and so far I'm still having the same number of them. Now, I have one right now, and you would never know, but I've learned to push through and act very normal when I'm having one, even if I'm in a lot of pain. Most people would never be able to tell unless they know me really well and they can see the little changes in me. But most people's surface layer could never tell that I'm in a extreme amount of pain. So I have a pretty high pain tolerance at this point in my life. So with my head migraines, I'm back up against a wall. We've been tracking my migraines over the last 6 weeks or so. And even though we switched my preventative, which took down the severity of my migraines, it did not make a dent in the frequency of them. So my body has a tendency to do this thing where when I go into a really bad migraine, it can be anywhere from 3 days long to sometimes 14. I'm not even joking. Which kind of gives you a reason why you haven't seen a whole lot of me on Instagram and things like that lately. Y'all don't want to see what I look like right now. And please, before I explain what I'm about to do, please, I know all of you are going to be so concerned. Just know that this is something that has been talked about with me and my doctor extensively. I understand the risks of it. But at the same time, this is what they call a quality of life issue. And it's either this or live in the hospital. And I really don't want to do that. I don't know anybody who wants to do that. And me doing this actually keeps me off of more medication. So there is a trade-off. If I do this procedure, I get off of a lot of my meds. And that's actually less of a risk than what I'm going to be doing. But my back is up against a wall. I have tried everything else, and this was the last resort. So here's what I'm gonna be doing. Because Botox worked so well in my stomach, there is a Botox procedure for migraines. I didn't want to do this. I don't like the sound of it, but I'm getting Botox injected in my shoulders, neck, and face to bring down my migraines. It's been proven to work, and most likely it's going to work for my head migraines because it works so well for my stomach and my abdominal migraines. So we're gonna try it. We're gonna see if it works. Now, it's probably gonna take a couple rounds to figure out if this works. So I don't expect results right away. But my doctor, whom I trust above anybody else on this issue, is very hopeful, and she thinks that this is gonna really work, and I trust her. So please remember that before you comment how I'm doing the stupidest thing ever. Trust me, it's not something I wanted to do, Okay, I understand. I know there's toxins and things like that. I totally get it. But at the same time, I've talked to my doctor about it. I know the risks of it, and the risks are actually much lower than most people realize. So a lot of the concerns that I had about this are actually unfounded because it wasn't true anyway. So just know that before you start typing that I'm a complete idiot. Trust me, I know. I'm at a desperate point where I have to do something. And when I say desperate, I mean, not only am I in a migraine right now, but I have had a migraine for 16 out of the last 30 days. That's a lot. That is a lot. It is a lot. And I'm just learning how to function through them on a daily basis, and that's really hard. And the amount of pain is anywhere from tear-inducing to me shaking, to me ending up in the ER, to having to have IVs and fluids, to my husband having to take over absolutely everything, and I'm just sick of it, you guys. I'm so sick of it. So just know before you start screaming at me in the comments that this was my decision. I understand the risks, and I'm doing the best thing for me and my family. But that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm extremely nervous. I'm terribly nervous. If you've had this and it's worked for you, can you let me know down in the comments? Just like ease my mind a little bit. I'm really scared. But I think my husband's gonna go in with me and kind of just like try to keep me calm. He's the one who keeps me calm more than anybody else. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm just so thankful. So thankful that we have been blessed with these two doctors that work with me and listen to me and know exactly what to do for me, especially because my condition is so rare. There's no cure for it. There is no surgery for it. There's no nothing out there right now for it other than treatment. They can only treat it. There is no cure. So I am kind of back up against a wall right now. And I am just trusting right now that God's got this. And, you know, He's taken such good care of us over the last year with this. So I'm gonna trust and just do the same thing that we've been doing and just trusting the doctors and just keep praying that everything's gonna work out. And so far, you know, everything has. So I'm not too concerned. I'm more concerned about the procedure itself just because I'm not somebody who likes needles, but do what you gotta do. You know, the way I look at it is this is only a 5 to 10 minute procedure, and 5 to 10 minutes of being really uncomfortable is better than 16 migraine days a month. These migraines can get to a point where I can't even see. I can't even open my eyes. I can't look at anything. I can just lay in the dark with ice all over me, hopped up on all kinds of medications, and it's no fun for anybody, especially my family. You know, it's really not. I hate that. Like, I hate knowing that, like, at any time I could be completely unavailable. You know, I feel like it's just not fair to them. So I'm gonna do everything that I can to make sure that not only that I'm taking care of myself so that they are taken care of. You know what I mean? It's the best thing that I can do as a wife and a mom right now, is just do the thing that I think is going to help us the most as a family. And this is it. So if this doesn't work, I don't know what we're gonna do next, but there's a really good chance this is gonna work. So I will update you guys. I will do my best to update you guys, especially on my Instagram and my stories and things like that. It's all gonna work out. I am okay, but at the same time, I'm up against the wall and I'm just gonna have to suck it up and deal with it. So yeah, there's my fall 2022 medical update. I'm hoping by the next time I update you, I can tell you I am pain-free again. But I knew this day was coming. I knew this was coming. I was prepared mentally for it. I had been watching for it ever since July. Like, I could see the symptoms kind of slowly coming back, and we're kind of just like going up and up and up and up. So I can see it's time to call, which right now it's almost 9 a.m. So guess what I'm gonna get off here and do? I'm gonna go call my doctor. So yeah, there's my update. So thank you guys so much for checking on me, messaging me, letting me know you're praying for me. That means so much to me. You guys don't even know me, but you guys, I feel like, are so invested in me, and you guys are my friends, and I just really appreciate that. I appreciate everything you guys do. So thank you all so very much. So I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and of course, as always, happy homeschooling.